Girls Can Take a Hit Too by K. Molly. Chapter 1, Part 1. This book is dedicated to all those who support me and help me at it. Again, Chapter 1. London, Wine, and Hockey. I turned my head for a split second to scan my eyes over the crowd. There was Mother, up on her feet, jumping around and screaming like a crazy woman. She was like that at every game. I never cared about her intense cheering. Just as long as she was watching, I was happy. Beside her was Father. I don't think he ever fully paid attention to the game while it was live. He'd always tape the game on his little camera to view later. While my sister and I played, he'd sit in his chair and go through stats. He would always say that if he didn't know every other player's weight/height, then how could he sure his girls were safe? Dad expected us to be on our game at all time. And since he measured how hard and how low we had to hit to take someone to the board, we owed him at least our best performance. Besides, if I or Alana didn't achieve perfect scores in everything we did, he would let that be a known fact. My life doesn't feel like it's taking me anywhere. I'm just a small English girl with a big dream, and no place that allows me to fulfill it. Ever since Alana and I were little, we participated in many sports. My father has always hoped for a son, but instead he received 2 girls. Since we were the wrong gender, we'd paid for it very dearly. Our lives have been dedicated to the male world since birth. I have had to give up almost everything girly to become the perfect son. From the moment I could walk, I have been in sports. I've tried many of them. I found that hockey is my calling. When I discovered this, so did my father. After I started a child's hockey league, he enrolled me in ballet classes, and I had to take a few figure skating lessons to improve my flexibility and speed. I was also placed in a karate class, as well as a boxing class to increase my strength and my ability to take a hit. Of course, I'm always top in my classes. I just never really enjoyed those particular sports because hockey has won my heart. My elder sister Lana experienced the same things that I have. She has also been treated like a son since birth. Although Alana's calling was originally beach volleyball, my father made her take up hockey. She always resented my father for this choice. London has a lovely underground beach volleyball system. They treated Alana kindly, and she loved the death of the sport altogether. Still, we both learned to just close our mouths and accept whatever it is that our father wants. That is where we are today, skating the rink trying to win our team's semi-final match. We are up 3 points, and this game is in the bag. I find myself unable to concentrate on the sport around me. My mind tends to drift off to my unanswered questions. How could I ever make it big as a star in London? We have a fabulous hockey league, but they are unlike the rivalry that the United States and Canada share. I want that. I've seen pretty much every matchup on our pay-per-view. I would jump at the opportunity to go to a place like Canada and show off my skills. It was after we finished the game that I was offered that opportunity. In the crowd had been the head coach of the Swift Current Broncos. His name was Jerry Collins. He'd been over in our neighborhood visiting a relative and happened to notice a hockey matchup going on in the rink by his relative's house. He offered my family a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Jerry promised my sister and I a spot to train with his team. If we proved to him that we could earn a spot on the team, this was as close as we'd get to the big leagues. After he finished talking, my ears refused to believe it. I couldn't get over the fact that I, the small English girl, had shown promise to a coach from the WHL. Bonus was he was coming over for supper to discuss the details. When we arrived back at our comfy little home, my father put his most recent tape to DVD. Alana and I both knew that in 2 hours' time we would be in the living room, learning better ways to perform during play. I didn't let that affect me, though. Cadence Lynn Martin was going to Canada. I was going over in my head all the possibilities that could happen if I played for the Broncos. Then perhaps my dreams of becoming an NHL would become reality. All I would have to do is match up against some boys. Alana and I pretty much conquered any Englishman who dared challenge us to a game of hockey. I couldn't help but dance and flop on my couch bed. Alana and I could be the new players. We would both become hockey stars, the Martin sisters, who would finally be known worldwide. I was jolted out of my dreamy stupor by my father's voice. End of Part 1.